What's up, YouTube? Fireheart videos here. This is on the Fireheart is One channel. This is your host, Benjamin Stites. Well, I just got done watching all of that. If you were a kid or teenager in the 90s, you know what all that is. Teen Nick is doing this. The 90s are back thing. It's freaking. It's just nuts. Right now I'm watching Keenan and Kel, dude. Y'all know that show. Y'all know you loved it. Yeah. All that was like the kids' version of freaking In Living Color. That was awesome. This started reminding me about the cool stuff that we had in the 90s, man. Like arcades. We don't have a real arcade anymore. We have a Peter Piper and a CC's with some games in them. Peter Piper is pretty much like a game room, you know. CC's just has like 4 or 5 games, but Peter Piper actually has some pretty good games in there. Half of them don't work half the way the time though, but it reminded me of my days of going out, you know, on my bike with my friend, all the way out to the mall. Yeah, our mall's pretty far away from where my grandma lived. But we'd ride our bikes out there anyways and go play some video games at Tilt. If you're from the 90s, you know what a Tilt is. Heck, I think some states, not very many, still have their Tilt. I know ours got freaking canned. Sucks. I miss my Tilt very bad. Playing games on the arcade, you know, mostly fighting games, of course, because what else would you go to an arcade for, right? No. Except for winning prizes, you know. Yeah, but Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, dude, come on. Even in the late 90s, Virtua Fighter 1, Virtua Fighter 2, Tekken 1 and 2. I mean, gosh, go on, dudes. Favorite TV shows? My main favorite TV show, WCW. That's right, World Championship Wrestling. You know what I'm talking about. You know you loved it, even though you WWE marks. Ooh, WCW sucked. Whatever. It almost kicked the crap out of WWE, or WWF, World Wrestling Federation is what it was called back then. It almost kicked the crap out of it because they had the NWO, both black and white, and Wolfpack. It had the LWO, which is kind of like just a parody of the NWO, but it was still cool, man. Heck, you had the Cruiserweights, talking Ultimate Dragon, Rey Mysterio, and yes, Rey Mysterio from the WCW is still the same guy from WWE today. They did not put a different guy under the mask. It's the same guy that Vince McMahon just thought, hey, it'd be cool to put your mask back on. He beefed up by doing steroids because they wanted a bigger Rey Mysterio. They didn't want him to be so little looking because they knew eventually or they were getting rid of the Cruiserweight division, which was a bunch of bull crap. The Cruiserweight division is where it's at, man. Why do you think I watch TNA? Because they have the X division, which is basically their Cruiserweight division, basically. High flyers, awesome matches, risk takers. NWO was kind of, it was alright, but you had X-Pac, I'm sorry, 6-Pac, or was it 6-Pac? 6-Pac back then. I think it was like 6-Pac, something like that. That's what they call him. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. If you say X-Pac, Shawn Whiteman. Yeah. If you know anything about wrestling, you know what I'm talking about. WCW was dominating. Then they made some crucial mistakes. And then I think the biggest mistake was bringing Vince Russo in without giving the guy any type of of what they wanted him to do, and he came up with that millionaire, New Blood versus Millionaire Club bullcrap. I think it would have been better if it wasn't Millionaire Club. Come on. Why couldn't it have been New Blood versus Old School Badness or something? I don't know. New Blood versus Old School. I mean, come on. Millionaire Club? That's just ridiculous. Everybody was like, what is this crap? You know? Then they... And this is the 2000s I'm talking about now, but... You know, they gave the ball to Scott Steiner and Booker T way too late. If they would have gave it to him in the 90s when they deserved it, it would have been like running like clockwork. Don't get me wrong. Hogan was okay, but he was getting stale. And that whole debacle with Hogan and Kevin Nash. Poke. Oh my gosh. I fell down and now he gets to pin me. What kind of bull crap? That pissed me off so bad. I was like, when I was watching that episode, I was like, you punk. I thought you were a good guy now. Dumb Kevin Nash, blah, blah, blah. Of course, back then, I actually thought wrestling was real until I got into it. Yes, I used to be a wrestler. That's where my Fireheart name come from, actually. It was my wrestling name. I wore the face paint. It was like in the shape of fire. It was bad. That's where Fireheart came from. I had the passion for wrestling. The fire in my heart for wrestling. Because when you mess with the Fireheart, you're going to get burned. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? No, just, yeah. But yeah, man, it was cool until I got injured. Couldn't do it anymore. And then the company got shut down. You know, it's all good. Then I was a referee for a while, you know, for a company named Extreme Wrestling Alliance. I think they have a new organization now called House of Extreme, or if I'm getting that wrong, forgive me, what your name is, Jackson King, aka John. No, but I was a referee for them. Then their organization got smashed. I think that's why I got hurt, because I could never remember how to do the roll. And I was doing a martial arts roll instead of landing flat on my back. I think that's how I got hurt the first time. Then I couldn't remember how to get it. I was training with XWA. Couldn't get my... I guess I was scared or something. Couldn't get my mind to let me turn over the correctly. So I decided, you know what, I still want to be involved in wrestling. I'll just do the referee thing. You know. But it was cool. XWA was cool. House of X. That's what it's called. House of X. If you ever get to go to one of their shows, they're in Roswell, New Mexico. If you live in Roswell, see some House of X. I heard they're really good now. They're good as Extreme Wrestling Alliance, but they're better now being they have more practice. Go see them, dudes. Anyways, it's just reminiscing about the 90s. There's some parts about the 90s that I wasn't too happy with, like me getting involved with gangs, you know. Yes, I was a wannabe gangster. My cousin Benjamin, which we were very close, we were almost like brothers, got involved with Eastside, and so I decided to get involved with Eastside. I never got jumped in, but I was really involved, you know, hanging out with them. Never really hung out with anybody except for the ones close to my cousin, you know. Funny thing is, my cousin has the same name, Benjamin. So if his last name is Munoz, my last name is Stites. Go figure, right? Benjamin. Both 30. I think he's like, his birthday, he was born like 11 days before me. That's freaking crazy stuff, dude. Anyways, well, I guess I better go to YouTube. I know we got 15 minutes now on here, but DFTBA, God bless you. Just wanted to reminisce on the 90s and how cool it was to have some of the stuff in the 90s. Peace out, YouTube. Till next time. This is Fireheart Videos, and I'm out.